So here are the bags that I actually put the work in that I picked up today, and here they are. And so I've got these stag ones here that I've had a little while in the shop, but I've got other items up on the walls, so there was no need to have them up in the shop basically. And then I've got these two large abstracts. I still have another one in the shop, but I brought these two home because I wanted to see what I have as well. As I was saying, I had these, actually I had these all framed the same time, like a few years ago. So I've had these a while and I want to try and do something else. I'll probably put them on my website. So these two as well are really cute. All of them are acrylics. These are mixed media, so they have inks, pencil, pen, acrylic, all sorts of things on these ones. And then these two characters. This is a more recent one that I've got here, this small one in acrylic, a mixed media. Then I've got this one, reflection from the windows getting in the way here. So I'll put it over here, and so I've got this one here as well with the fox, the owl, and this little child in amongst some plants. And I've been realizing that I have different themes and narratives going through my work. So I'm kind of trying to figure out why it is that I do these variety of paintings, because I also do my florals as well. And basically I think I see myself as telling stories. So I have different narratives going on in my head, and I'm really interested in nature. And so I kind of go from this aspect of liking flowers and having kind of floral work, then also liking animals, being interested in childhood, because I feel like I was always engaged in my childish, kind of childlike self of being very adventurous and learning about things and the whole storytelling as well. Then I have these characters that are kind of working in friendship and they're symbiotic, and that's what this whole bird aspect in the head thing is about, because a lot of people ask me about that. That is just to show about how nature is working with itself, and there's a pattern in everything as they get along with that. This also is more on a cellular level, because I'm really interested in like details. You can look at kind of microscopic stuff, or like inside the body or inside the ground, just different things about networking or space. So I think my abstracts in this kind of area covers a lot of that conversation of little ecosystems living side by side and having different environments, getting on with what they're doing basically. Then you come to like my stag ones, which is back to nature again, but it's trying to link, I think, this abstract perspective with also something else. So this a little bit more elevated, looking probably at hierarchy or protecting and dominance. I don't know, there's something else going on. So it's like I'm telling different stories and trying to look at and trying to express it in different ways. I've been really interested in doing other animals as well, but for some reason the stags have really pulled me in. Also, I mean, of course you look at external things as well, like your environment. So for Scotland, where I'm based, stags are quite an interesting character in this environment, and I just really love, they just look so noble and elegant and proud of themselves and of their peoples, I would say. So I think there's underlying currents of conversation that I like to bring out in these. But at the end of the day, all of them, I'd say that the link for all of them is that aspect of color. So I like the textures as well on these, but also color. So I'm just gonna pick this one up so you can see the textures in this one a little bit as well, if I can get this right. And It's all the different layers of me changing my mind. That's what I call it. Because people ask, how do you get those textures? And it's like, well, I painted something the first time, it didn't work, so I painted something else, and that's how I've built my textures. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun creating these different themes and narratives and finding different ways to express them. So what I'm going to do today actually is I have this stag over here that I created some time ago as well, and I am going to basically use the white clay over this. So that's what you're going to see in this next segment, is me using the white clay to go over this character, because I want to bring it back in theme with the pieces that I've been doing recently.